Well, folks, I'm back once again doing another video game review. This time I am doing a review of Star Wars Super Return of the Jedi for the Super Nintendo, which was made by THQ, and this is a side-scrolling action game based off the 1983 movie. As a matter of fact, THQ pretty much released all three movies as video game tie-ins, like Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and the game I was reviewing now, Return of the Jedi. And this is pretty much a very good, I would say, classic video game adaptation of a movie that's been put on a game for its trilogy is gone. I mean, if you play Star Wars for Super Nintendo, you'll find that's a good game, practically a classic. Same thing is going for Empire Strikes Back for Super Nintendo. That's one of the classics, and so is Return of the Jedi for Super Nintendo. And why is Super Return of the Jedi classic? It's basically they didn't really didn't change it. They didn't really change nothing as far as the location of the a movie, like certain scenes and locations that's found in the Return of the Jedi movie, you'll find it in the game, and the music is practically a very good 16-bit rendition of the soundtrack you find in Return of the Jedi. Shoot, the way I see it, based off of what I remember, it was like practically no, practically the same thing as far as the soundtrack. What you hear in the movie is is what you find in the game, and the soundtrack to the game is awesome. It's kind of like it seemed to me like they hired the people who did the musicians who did the music for the movie, came back and did the music for the game. That's the way it seemed to me. Nah, with, nah. The premise of the game is pretty much the premise of the movie, So it was like the entire premise pretty much transitioned well, you know. Like I said, the stages in the game is pretty much based off classic scenes from the movie, like Luke Skywalker and them escaping from that death penalty that was faced with, and the scene where Luke and Darth Vader go heads up before Darth Vader died. Plus you're in the Millennium Falcon for a few stages. As a matter of fact, the very vital stage, you're pretty much escaping from the Death Star for it explodes for a second time. And not only that, you could choose from from different stages. You can pick from Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, or I think it's Han Solo, um, Chewbacca, and one of the Ewoks. So it's like one, two, three, pretty much five characters. But I think that I know Princess Leia has a few outfits you can choose from. I think it's the same thing with either Luke or Han Solo, but it's most likely Luke that has different outfits. Well, yeah. Plus you get like some thermite bombs too, even though it's like you have a limited supply on you when you start each level, but you can pick up some thermite bombs through the course of each mission. As a matter of fact, you pick up like the different items like hearts, which refills your health, like the lightsaber that you find extends your health. Plus, you can get one up by collecting like 100. I don't know what they are, but it's like the logo for Star Wars. And plus, you can collect one ups, and the one ups are like represented by the head of the character you're playing. So, like you're playing an Ewok, the one up is gonna be like the Ewok's head. If it's like Princess Leia, you one up is gonna be her head, and so forth. So the type of items you get and power ups, it's pretty much what you will find in any side scroller, because it's a good number of items that you pick up also. And as far as the gameplay and game, the gameplay is simply awesome. You can go to the options and switch the button configuration and stuff. You can do other stuff, but the gameplay is really awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like easy to. It's not like so frustrating that you just want to break the controller. It's like you can pretty much pick up and play. You know what I'm saying? And plus, if you use like Han Solo, or the one outfit that Princess Leia uses where she shoots the gun, you get like gun power ups. You know, so I have no complaints with the gameplay when it comes to um, the level design and the graphics. They they still hold up today, like uh, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, like Super Mario World, like Super Metroid. It all holds up today. I would say this one. I would say that it is pretty much top 25 best graphics from Super. I would say if I had to pick top 50 games with best graphics for the Super Nintendo, uh, Star Wars Return of the Jedi would be one of them. And they missed the soundtrack. The soundtrack is practically based from the movie. But at the same time, this is one of the hardest games that I've played for the Super Nintendo. And it's not a cakewalk, and it definitely won't hold your hand. But it's not a bad thing. It's not like like a Ghost and Goblins for the NES or the Ninja Gaiden trilogy where you get like frustrated. It's kind of like if I was based on the score from 1 to 5, it would be like a free fire. Its difficulty is pretty much like middle of the road type of thing. So it's pretty much hard but challenging. And, in my honest opinion, this is one of the best movie game, uh, best video game adaptation of a movie that I've ever played. I could say top 10, top 25 easy. Some might disagree, but hey, it's my opinion, you know. I can honestly say that Star Wars Super Return of the Jedi is I can honestly say is remembered fondly by those who are like fans of Star Wars and those who are not fans of Star Wars. Because I can attest that this is a great game, even though I'm not even a Star Wars fan, you know. And I would say the hardest part, in my opinion, is that last level where you try to escape from the Death Star. Because as of this video, I still haven't beat the that last mission where you're in the Millennium Falcon and try to escape. You know, so I mean, I would say the difficulty is pretty much the only gripe I have since I mentioned it. So I'll say because of that particular gripe, which is not that big of a deal, I would score it give it like a 9 out of 10, but if it was like some would say 9.5 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, whatever the case. But regardless of how other people score, still classic. Regardless, With that anyway, with that being said, if you have fond memories of this game, or even fond memories of a movie, as most Star Wars fans would have about the movies, I say with the exception of the prequels, I would say if you have any fond memories of this game, don't hesitate to mention it in the comment section. If you like the other two Star Wars games for the Super Nintendo, you're more than welcome to mention how much you like them. If you agree with my review, don't hesitate to mention it in the comment section. If you like this video, don't hesitate to push the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is your boy Big Mike 5989 signing off.